Okay, so first we have the iris, which kind of fell apart as I was taking it off of the cow's eye. It's an opaque, muscular, contractile diaphragm that is suspended in the aqueous humor, which you'll notice is kind of just in a puddle here on my dissecting tray. And it's in front of the lens of the eye, and it's perforated by the pupil. Um, it gives the eye its color. Um, let's see. The cornea, which is here, which is what I removed from around the, I took out the, as I was dissecting the iris to remove it. The cornea is what I removed. It covers the iris and the pupil, and it admits light into the interior. The scleria and the cornea are connected at the corneal limbus. So it's kind of the relationship. Next we have the lens of the cow's eye. It's between the two chambers. It focuses light rays entering the eye, typically onto the retina, and it lies immediately behind the pupil. It's suspended by the suspensory ligaments. The function of the retina is it's the immediate instrument of vision, and it receives the image formed by the lens, converting it into chemical and nervous signals, which will reach the brain via the optic nerve. And this is kind of this little pile of mush is what I removed from the posterior of the eye. I just kind of went like this with my finger and collected it. The rods are responsive to faint light, and the cones are for color vision. The fovea centralis is the small area of the retina without rods that affords acute vision, and the optic disc is the blind spot. Okay, next we have the anterior chamber, which held the aqueous humor, which is all in a puddle on my dissecting tray, and some of it on my laptop now. It's the space in the eye that's bound in front of the cornea, and in the back of the iris, and in the middle part of the lens. And then before I get into how the aqueous humor and the vitreous humor are, before I get into how they compare, we'll talk about the posterior chamber. It's a narrow space in the eye behind the peripheral part, and it's in front of the suspensory ligament of the lens and the ciliary process. And the vitreous humor is a gelatinous mass in the vitreous chamber of the eye. So it's kind of what we have right here, this jelly-like mass. And the aqueous humor is the fluid, and it's similar to the cerebrospinal fluid, that it fills the anterior chamber of the eye. It freely diffuses between the vitreous body and across the retina surface. The aqueous humor is also important. It helps the eye to retain its shape, and it's important for circulation of nutrients and waste transport. It also forms a fluid cushion. That is cow's eye dissection.